guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. I'm so happy to have you all here with me today. First of all, Happy New Year. I hope that 2018 is going to be a wonderful year for everybody watching. For my returning viewers, thank you. I really appreciate you sticking with me throughout the past year. I appreciate all of your likes, your comments. It really does mean a lot to me. And for new viewers who have found me here, I'm very happy that you stumbled across my video here on YouTube, and I hope that the messages resonate. And if they do, please feel free to like, share, and hopefully subscribe to the channel. That way you'll be notified when I upload new videos. Now today's reading will be a 10-card Celtic cross, right? Focusing on the energy surrounding each of the signs for the month of January 2018. I'll be using the Crystal Visions Tarot deck for the main reading. Putting 10 cards plus one additional card from the bottom of the deck as the overall energy for the month. And then I pulled two additional guidance cards from the Soul's Journey deck by James von Praagh and the Soulful Woman guidance card deck. Okay, so I pulled two additional ones just for extra messages for the month of January. Just a couple of things before we get into the reading quickly. The 2018 overview readings, they're up for all of the signs. So please do go, watch your video, watch your sun sign, but I also suggest watching your moon sign and your rising sign. That way you will have a really, a better idea of what is coming up for you throughout the year. Sometimes some of the messages won't resonate in one of the videos, but then when you watch, all three together, you really get a better picture of what's coming up for you. So those are posted. For Virgos watching out there, I really do apologize. Apparently at the beginning of the video for Virgo, the 2018 overview video, I think I'd immediately finished recording Aquarius, and then I stopped and I meditated on Virgo, shuffled, and I guess I had Aquarius on my mind. I kept saying Aquarius instead of Virgo, but it was for Virgo, that reading. So I edited and I uploaded the video. So I apologize for that, Virgo. Sorry about that. Okay, so continuing on. Again, the messages in the videos, in all of my videos, they are general. Right, I do obviously focus on each sign as I meditate, and the reading is for that particular sign, but there are many people with many different situations, right, watching the videos. The only way that you can really get a good personalized, look at what's going on in your life is to get a private reading with me. If you're interested, you can take a look at my site. There you'll find all the information about the readings that I offer, as well as pricing. My site is changingphasestarot.weebly.com, or you could email me at changingphasestarot@gmail.com. Okay, and one last thing, I will be putting out for the full moon at the beginning of January. I'll be doing so in the next couple of days. I'll be posting a full moon special reading for this new full moon of the first super moon of the year, and I'll also be doing my giveaway that I do. So it will be a drawing for a 1-card reading. I will post a separate video for that explaining exactly what you need to do, but if you're interested, just follow the instructions and you'll be entered in a drawing to win a free reading with me. It's just something that I like to do at each full moon, and it's just my way of giving back to everybody who watches me. So I appreciate everybody. Thank you so much for being here, and enough talking. Let's get into your reading. See you in a minute. Hi, Cancer. I hope you're doing well. So I'm here to get into your January 2018 reading. As you can see, I already have the cards here on the table. I decided really to try to cut down on time. I decided to meditate and shuffle and pull the cards off camera just to try to move a little more quickly through each sign's reading. So I'm trying to keep things to sort of 30 minutes maximum. So that's my goal here. Okay, so we have, for your reading, let me lower the camera just a little bit so you can see the cards. But I will go through, I'll show you each of them as we get to them. So you have as the overall energy for the month of January 2018, World card. Okay, so this is card number 21 of the Major Arcana. And this is a beautiful card. I love the imagery on this in this particular deck for the World card. And you see that the woman, she is, seated in this meditating position. She's on top of the beautiful lotus flower, sitting on top of the world, and she has all these beautiful butterflies flying around her, right? So new things coming in, and then the overall World card is the energy. So what the World card speaks of, it can have to do with like actual travel. Sometimes when the World card appears, it can mean that you might be traveling to a far off place, right? This could be you traveling to somewhere around the world or across water. Could be. But it also has to do with it's the ending of the Fool's journey. If we think that the Major Arcana begins with 0 card, right, and that is the Fool at the beginning of the journey. The World is the culmination of the Fool's journey. So it's really about having completed a very significant chapter in your life, right? And it's usually a chapter that has taken a long time, right? To get from the 0 all the way up to the 21, this has taken quite a long time, and it's brought about a greater level of awareness, greater spiritual development. Obviously, with this ending, new things could be coming in for you, which is interesting because at the center of your reading, you actually have the Fool. So you have the World. I just noticed that. So you have the World card is the overall energy for the month, and then the Fool card, new beginnings, at the center of the reading. So there could be a significant ending and new beginning happening for you during the month of January, right? It could be you actually, traveling, going to distant places, or dealing with people from different, countries, different cultures. It could be that as well. But we'll see how everything kind of plays out here with the rest of the reading. Whatever it is, it's significant. And let me see, you have out of the 10 cards plus the energy from the bottom of the deck, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 5 major arcana. So kind of half of the reading, nearly half of the reading is major arcana cards. So significant spiritual lessons coming in here, right? Divine, sort of divinely guided or divinely orchestrated events coming up in the month of January for you. At the center of your reading, you have, like I was just saying, the Fool card, and we see the butterflies, this new life, new beginnings, right? Regeneration, rebirth, encircling her head here. And she's the 0 card in the Major Tarot. So she is this new beginning, right? And you see how she has one foot on the cliff. The other one is kind of dangling off of the end. So, she is ready to set off on whatever this new adventure is, right? Yes, she's a little nervous, right? Because obviously when we do, all endings and new beginnings are a little daunting, are a little, make us a little anxious. But she's really trusting in whatever this new beginning is, right? She is ready to take that leap of faith. She's ready to step off of the cliff here, right? With this sort of blind faith, really trusting in this unlimited potential, this new journey, whatever these new adventures are coming in for her. Yes, she is a little scared, but she's aware of dangers, right? She's kind of keeping her eye, keeping her eye on whatever these possible dangers are, but she's really more about trusting in this, and taking this leap of faith and trusting in this new thing coming in for her. And what's crossing the Fool card, so, either helping or hindering this new beginning, this new journey, is a Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands, this is fire energy. And it really speaks of, the suit of fire speaks of creativity, creative projects. It's our ambition, our drive. It has to do with also the work that we do, the day-to-day, activities, our day-to-day matters that we deal with. The two, it has to do with choices, right? It's a choice that really speaks of you, right? So I think it goes really well. I think it's helping whatever this new beginning is, because this is you Look how powerful, first of all, the Fool looks in this deck, right? And the Two of Wands is about you taking matters into your own hands. Okay, so it's you picking a path, you stepping off of that cliff, trusting in the journey, in this new beginning, in this new opportunity for yourself. It's you taking matters into your own hands. Sometimes the person on the Two of Wands card, kind of think of this person as like a kind of a courageous risk taker, much like the Fool, right? Sometimes the Two of Wands has to do with partnering up with people, collaborating with people, but mainly it's about choices and you choosing, where you are going to, where and how you're going to invest your time and your energy, right, with this new opportunity or new path coming in. The foundation for your reading is the Knight of Swords. Let me hold this up. And Swords energy, it's air energy, so it has to do with our thoughts, it's cerebral energy, it's our intentions, it's our communication, how we communicate, how we, put our thoughts into and communicate those to other people. The Knight of Swords is a very fast-moving individual, right? If this is a person, we know that when court cards appear in a reading, it can be people that are playing a significant role, in our lives during this time period. It can be events and situations, or they can just be us taking on that energy, right? And the Knight of Swords, see, he has his sword drawn right here. He is ready for action. Even though there really is no opposition in sight, there's nobody around him, right? There isn't a battle, there isn't a conflict. He still stays, very ready and armed and prepared to take on whatever might, come up. So it is fast-paced energy. This could be, if it's a person, it would typically be like a middle-aged air sign individual. So it could be an Aquarius or a Libra, or a Gemini, sorry. Could be, possibly. Not gender specific in these general readings. It could be either male or female. If it's not, then this could just be energy surrounding you, or there's, a situation, or you taking on the energy of this Knight of Swords. But this person is very truthful. This person is also very forceful, very energetic, ready for action, ready to take on, so maybe with you setting off on this new journey, this could just be the energy, you taking on this energy and just really being ready to face whatever's coming in. In the past position, you have the Six of Cups. Okay, now the Six of Cups energy is, it's a card that has to do with nostalgia, a card that has to do with childhood or childhood memories, something from our past, people from our past. The Suit of Cups is water energy, so it's typically associated with love, emotions, relationships. Can have to do with intuition as well, psychic abilities. Again, the Six of Cups, it's something dealing with, this could be somebody from your past, this could be a situation from your past, this could be reconnecting with old friends, getting back, that sort of childlike happiness again, that child, all like when you think back to when you were a child and just the simple pleasures in life and how they were very satisfying, and how you felt very happy with just, the little things in life. It's that type of thing. And it's also a card of, you see how she's looking back? So she's looking, sometimes we can think of this as, her looking back on herself as a child, looking at this beautiful cup in the middle here, right, which is focusing on whatever this was from her youth. And even though she's looking back at it, feeling very nostalgic, feeling very happy, she knows that she needs to move forward. She knows that she needs to continue on. You see, there's a path ahead of her here. But she needs to continue with this path into the unknown, right? Going back to the Two of Wands and Fool, there is, something in the past position is kind of like you might have been, maybe you were reconnecting with people from the past. Maybe, there was something to do with returning to a place from your past, at a distance from where you live right now. But whatever it is, you're moving forward, right? You're moving on to this new, whatever this new path is, this new journey. And what's crowning your reading, you have the Nine of Cups, so more water energy here, right? I guess this is, obviously it's for Cancer, so you are a water sign, so there's more water energy coming in for you with the Nine of Cups. Now, Nine of Cups is really it's the minor arcana version of the Star card, so it's the wish upon a star. It's all about having your dreams come true, achieving your goals. It's also about setting your intentions, right? Putting those intentions, putting your wishes out into the universe, right? You see how she's blowing on one of the dandelions, and the fluff that's kind of floating off out into the universe, up towards the full moon. There could be something to do with the full moon. We know that the full moon in January, it's occurring from the 1st to the 2nd of January. So there might be something about the full moon and having your wishes coming true, or finding, something coming in with your wishes being granted around this full moon. It's a very positive card. It's the wish card. It's also important to keep in mind that, whatever you do put out into the universe, right? The intentions that you set, or the things that you put out into the universe, they do have a way of coming back. So be careful what you wish for. There's also that message with this card, So once this wish, once it's granted, you can't kind of take it back and say, oh no, oops, just kidding. I didn't really want that. So be careful what you wish for as well. But, with this in your crowning position, the message from your higher self is all about having your wishes granted and setting your intentions. And it seems as though, this has something to do with this new journey in the Fool card here. But what's coming up in the future, there's some type of delay, but this delay it's a divinely timed one. There's divine orchestration at play here. You have the Hangman. This is Major Arcana, number 12, the Hangman. And you see that he is in this position. He's sort of put himself into this position, but he's also surrendering to being in this position. So there's something that you need to see from a different perspective, possibly. There's something you need to understand, gain a different understanding of, or a different perspective on. And there is divine timing. And sometimes, if you are getting ready to, leave something behind, head off on this new adventure, you're feeling very excited, ready to go, then this Hangman comes in to say, wait a second, there might be, you might think it's the right time for something to happen, but, there's divine timing for things. So maybe there is this time you have to wait here, this sort of surrendering to this time of suspension, accepting that, you might not have control over certain things going on here. You might need to, you might need to have a new outlook. There might be a new perspective that you need to gain in order to embark on this new journey. So there is some type of need to wait possibly going on here, which I feel, it might be a little frustrating because you seem as though you're ready to embark on this new adventure, but you're being asked to just, wait for, but it's only it's a minor delay here, right? Because you are feeling, and I do get this kind of stop and start with the Knight of Swords rushing ahead, Hangman coming up here, and then you appearing as the Page of Swords. The more swords energy, more air energy here. And the Page of Swords, this is young energy. And you appearing as the Page of Swords, it's kind of like you're feeling, or you're taking on the energy of the Page of Swords. And usually, pages, it's immature energy. Usually we think of the page as, it could be a child, it could be just a younger air sign individual, as it's you appearing as the Page of Swords. This is you, you feeling very assertive. The Page of Swords is a very good communicator, somebody who is very intellectually, quick, very smart, uses her wit and her intellect to resolve problems, to diffuse conflict if there are any. Somebody who's very ready for action. So again, the Knight of Swords and the Page of Swords are kind of sitting across from each other here. So I do get that, you're ready to go. You're ready to embark on or face whatever this new new journey, is this new, this new chapter in your life. What's going on around you or in your environment, or how people might be viewing you, is the Hermit. So again, it's kind of, no, it's not a stop card. It's a card of introspection. It's a card of, this is a major arcana card. So powerful message with the Hermit. And the Hermit is all about seeking, seeking out, trying to find that inner knowledge, seeking out, retreating from the world, trying to find the deeper meaning of something, right? Really concentrating, reevaluating his goals, reevaluating the path that he's on. And there is, again, with the Two of Wands here, trying to make this decision. So it is this very sort of stop and start energy. It's like you're ready to take off on this, but there's I think that the universe is asking you to really go look inside, right, to gain this deeper understanding, or this different perspective, or deeper perspective here. So whatever, there's this waiting involved, but it's divinely, orchestrated waiting. So there's a reason for it. Your hopes and fears, you have the Queen of Cups. I'll show you the last two cards together because I kind of pulled them over here together. So you have the Queen of Cups as your hopes and fears, and the outbound energy, the Empress. Major Arcana number 3, the Empress. So first of all, with the Queen of Cups, as your hopes and fears. So you're hoping possibly for, I was just noticing, with the Queen of Cups, usually we think of her as a very, a loving, very loving, caring mother sort of figure. She's, as a wife, she's very caring, takes care of her partner. As a mother, she's that sort of, caregiver, really loves to take care of everybody else. She's a very compassionate individual. She's a very, kind of like the empathetic caregiver. She's a nurturer. She's a very loving person. Very. It's if it's a person, right? As it is a court card, could be an older female water sign, right? But you yourself are a water sign, Cancer, so could be. This could be you, you taking on this energy, or what you're hoping for is this Queen of Cups, is this loving, female energy, or this could be somebody else that you're dealing with. So if it is, it would be either a fellow Cancer, or could be a Pisces or Scorpio. It's interesting because the outbound energy is the Empress, and the Empress, it's expansive energy, right? She is kind of like the ultimate mother figure, right? She is the big mother. She's shown here as being pregnant. Look at her. She's actually with child. So for some of you, there could be a pregnancy, right? She does actually, speak of abundance, right? Of femininity, of nurturing. She is the goddess here of fertility. She is with child, and everything around her. You can see that there's new life. We have the butterflies flying around her. The trees are laden with fruit. There's behind her. There's ripe wheat. So everything on the card really speaks of life, rebirth, fertility. So for some of you, that could definitely be coming in towards the end of the month. If this is something that you are not wanting, then I would say, definitely take precautions towards the end of the month. For those of you looking to get pregnant, there's with the Queen of Cups and the Empress, there's definite, this caregiver mother type of energy coming in towards the end of the month. So that could be this, new chapter in your life with the Fool card. It could be you embarking, and then the Nine of Cups over here, having your wishes come true. And we do have the child on the Six of Cups card. There could be a pregnancy coming in. There could be, or there's definitely the energy surrounding you, there's energy of fertility around you. So that could be the new chapter. That could be the ending and beginning, right? The World card could be the culmination of your life as a, as a single person without children. And then, the Fool could be this new journey, this new chapter in your life, embarking on this new, motherhood, if that's the case. Or, if this is your partner, maybe your partner could be getting pregnant. So, it could play out in many different ways here. But I would say the main message for the reading is, significant endings, significant new beginnings, major, life decisions, changes, wishes coming true, some type of waiting, gaining this inner, some type of different perspective, or gaining some type of enlightenment here. And then, either this dealing with this older female water figure, or, you taking on this energy of this, very loving, very nurturing. And then, the Empress comes in at the end as, possibly news of a pregnancy or fertility, the very fertile energy surrounding you. If she's not, if this isn't speaking of pregnancy, because it doesn't have to, this could just be, things really, other things in your life, or other areas of your life really kind of taking off and being very, they're very abundant, very fertile sort of energy as far as creativity goes, or, as new jobs go. There could be that as well. So obviously there are many different people watching, so, it's not going to play out the same way for everybody watching. And I would also remind you, I think I mentioned it in the introduction, but it's always good to take a look at not just your sun sign, if you are a Cancer or sun sign watching this. Also take a look at your other videos, right? Your moon sign video and your rising sign video, because sometimes the messages, they don't really resonate in one as well, but they do in the other. So I would encourage you to take a look at those as well. Now, the two cards that you have as the oracle cards to accompany the reading, you have Purpose from the Soul's Journey deck by James van Praagh. And the card says, I know what I'm here to do. And there's some beautiful purples and teal blue on the card. Love the colors on this one. And the colors on the other card really kind of go along with the Soul's Journey card, because this one from the Soulful Woman deck is card number 35, Surrendering. I think she's beautiful. Look how beautiful this woman is. Gorgeous colors, and these really deep, dark blues and purples. And it says, I honor the truth in surrender as it opens me to gifts of divine grace. So let me read you for the oracle cards. I like to read from the guidebook for them. So the first one, the Purpose card, says, you have chosen to reincarnate on Earth for one major goal, to express love in all that you do. The obstacles of this physical dimension can distract you from that goal, and it's easy to lose your way. Life on Earth is full of obligations that require your conscious attention, but that doesn't mean you can't infuse all your decisions with caring and compassion. Your purpose in life is not your career. Rather, your career is guided by your purpose. What activities speak to your soul? What brings you joy? That is the direction your soul is calling you toward to best convey your own unique expression of love and make a contribution to the world. If you are not happy with your current circumstances, then that is your soul telling you that there is a better way to manifest your own distinct gifts. Listen to your intuition. Use your connection to spirit and the voice of your soul. Very nice. And the other card, Surrendering, says, as I surrender, I release the urge to fight, push, and resist, and I open myself to the design and wisdom of the universe. My surrender holds truth and dignity. It holds an inner knowing that everything will be okay. Relief washes over me when I accept things just as they are, knowing that change is just around the corner. My true path shimmers before me when I relinquish control of what I should be doing and where I should be going. My surrender is not an act of defeat or a denial of my needs, but an act of healing and an opening to divine grace. This grace bestows many gifts: joy, patience, compassion, strength, courage, and of course, a stronger connection to the limitless flow of love. And I think that, what I was saying here with the Hangman and the Hermit, and something, something with these cards telling me that there is divine timing. And I was saying with the Hangman about surrendering, right? Learning to surrender, kind of give over your control and surrender to whatever this waiting is, because there is something new coming in, definitely there. And with the Fool card at the center of your reading, and the World card is the overall energy, and you have this decision, this major decision, right? You taking the reins, you taking control. There are definitely new things coming in for you, and things that are going to bring a lot of emotional happiness to you. But you need to be patient, you need to surrender, you need to wait a little bit. I know that it seems like you're kind of ready to charge ahead here. There are lots of new things. I mean, again, the Empress, yes, it could be pregnancy, fertility around that, but it could just be you giving birth to new ideas, to new creative projects, to something within the career sector that's going to bring you greater emotional happiness, right? So it could be the giving birth of that, of you really following your, listening to your intuition, following your life's purpose, and giving birth to new projects. Could be that. But it could be also, you actually becoming pregnant and giving birth, and, could be. But whichever it is, however this plays out, I would definitely say that there is some, you're being called to surrender, you're being called to wait a little, right? Give way to whatever this change is, and just, in divine timing, it will come in and it will bring you great joy and, definite huge endings and beginnings. All of this during the month of January, right? So, interesting month, exciting month coming up for you, I think, Cancer. I do hope that the messages have helped you in some way. I thank you once again for joining me here for the reading. I'm sending you lots of peace and love and light for not just January, but for the entire year, right? I hope you have a wonderful 2018, and I look forward to reading for you again next month. Bye for now.